Right, so I think we're back streaming and we should be back live again. I'm just going to hit the refresh button to check on that, just to make sure that we're live, and we are. So I'm just going to go to the live thingy, and I'm going to share the stream again. This is upgrading Python, by the way, from version 3.11 to 3.12. So I'm just going to share that on social media. And this is completely live. So where I left it was I had to do a Windows restart, and the reason I had to do a Windows restart was because Python wasn't the new version of Python 3.12 wasn't the current version, or it didn't make it to the top of the list. So let's just you quite often have to do restart for these sorts of things. The IDLE works. That was this thing here, so that was tested. But I'm just going to go back to do terminal. And on the terminal app, let's just type in, so this was kind of like some of the commands that we were doing on the terminal app. I can do a where Python after the installation, and I still see that it comes second. And if I just do a Python over here, it still says 3.11. So that's interesting because it's not the current version. So, and I'm just going to go over here now, and I'm going to see if at least over here when I run Python, right, at least here I've got, this is the recommended version, and it's already there. So 3.12, and when this is all ready, if I hit F5, I presume it should start running. In fact, I don't do very much there. The request module. So this is one of the things that we have to do when we do an upgrade. At the moment, I'm just going to comment this out, / to comment it out. This is just a test file, and yeah, everything seems to work there, and we ran that on version 3.12 over there. If I go to a little test thing over here, and I might start deleting some things over there. I've got this data class thing that should be sufficient. But what I've got to do is, again, I've got to go to, it doesn't offer, it's not offering me up. Select another kernel. Hold on, let's have a look. Python environments. There we go. Recommended. What was the other thing actually when I went there? Python. Select another kernel. Python environments. Yeah. Okay. Fine. This 3.12 there. So if I run this, python.exe requires the IP. So install that. I guess it's installing it for the new version of Python. And if I open up my Claude AI again as well, I wonder if I'll open it on the side while this is installing. I did have a whole bunch of stuff, so it's all kind of like loaded anyway. How to rearrange, but it's talking about rearranging the path order. That's a bit annoying because I don't want to have to do that. I just want to be able to type in Python and then my piece of code. Anyway, let's just see. If I do Python here, it says 3.14. So we exit. So very, very annoying because I want to have the latest version of Python as my default one, and I just wanted that to work straight out of the box, and it did on my laptop, but it didn't over here on my PC. So I'm going to struggle through this and somehow to see. I wonder if I go to the path over here, type in path, and then do the environment variables again, and then go to the path bit here, which is what I did on the last video. Because because you can move these things up and down, but these things are in the right order. So I don't want to be doing a move up or down. Hit OK here. Make Python, I'll be very explicit about this, 3.12 the current version. Shouldn't have to do this. This is a bit annoying, but this is why I do these videos actually. Partly helps myself and then partly helps other people that might struggle on this. Here are steps to make it. Install Python if you haven't already. Download the installer. Add the Python to path environment variable, which is what I did. I clicked on that little thing. And then what else does it say? On Windows, add to the Python path. But that's already done. So that was there. Move Python path entry to the front so it takes priority over the versions. Okay. So it looks like I will have to do this. So I've got this. I've never had to do this before, so exit. This basically. And then if I do, I wonder if it happens now where Python, okay, hasn't still done that, so let me just move that one out of the way and then open up a new command prompt and do a where Python oops, that doesn't look good because I wasn't expecting to get that where Python over there like that. So this was a bad command to do and that really annoys me. Because if I go back here and do the Python version, I'm still going to get that one. If I go to, let's get back to the environment variables, which I think, no, I don't want that one over there. So let's get rid of that. If I go to the path environment variables and then go to this and then go over here, hit cancel. That's not looking very good. I hit cancel there and just move this command over here seems to have ruined a lot of stuff, so fat lot of use listening to Claude AI. Environment variables again. Okay. Let me hit cancel on that and cancel here. But if I just go back and do a well, it's still got the old version. But the horrible bit is that I edited the environment variables somewhere. Where the hell are they? over there. Okay, fine. And do edit environment variables. And this whole path thing here has been destroyed. I'm going to hit delete now. Okay. Okay. Right, it's lost all of my other Python locations, which is a little bit annoying. And if I go over to this bit here, okay, it sees all of the other things there. So let me just, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and try and do this a second time, which is I'm going to, well, I've actually got the executable somewhere. So I'm going to go to my downloads folder, and in my downloads folder the executable's here, so I'm going to just try. Okay, let's have a look. I'm just going to hit repair just to see what happens. Never done this before. Cancel, that threw an error message, that's not looking good. Don't like that, nasty. Cancel, I want to cancel, yes. Close, try and do that again. Remove, uninstall. I'm going to do a full uninstall and a full reinstallation. Hit close, so presumably the uninstall was done, and now I'm going to do install now. And I might go back here and then just do a Python. No, sorry, type that wrong. PYT where Python. I only see one version. I lost all of my other versions, which was a tad annoying. But hopefully, when it gets installed, I will see the new version, and I'm just hoping to see them in order. I was expecting this process to be much quicker. Close. Let's try where Python now. No, let's just try and close this and then do a command and then do a where Python as quick as we can. And I still see the old one. And if I do a Python double minus version and hit return, I still see the 3.14, which is still a tiny bit annoying. I might have to uninstall all versions of Python. Yeah, okay there. I don't need the previous versions, so I hate these sorts of things, set path and all of that, because it destroyed everything I was doing now. I'll stick to the standard uninstalls. So open apps and features. Okay, I'm just actually going to type in uninstall. Add or remove programs, because that's normally the way that you do it. And these are all my versions, which uninstall version 9. I'm going to systematically uninstall them, so I'm going to wait one by one. I'm going to then uninstall, so hit close on that one, uninstall version 10. And I'm going to uninstall version 11 as well, and hopefully that will remove ambiguity. So that I just have the one version running. So close on that one and uninstall this version as well. Hit close on that, and so now I've only got one version of Python. If I go to the terminal and I do this, and now it's forced the version 3.12 on the version, and also if I do a where of Python, I'm presuming that, yeah, I just get the one version of it now. So that's one way of doing it. It wasn't the ideal way that I was hoping to get to. I don't want that one. I was actually going to look for the path again, this path folder. Edit environment variables, and if I go to path, well, at least I just see that one there. Although I'm missing a whole bunch of other things from path, so I wish I didn't listen to, at least I wish I didn't listen to this command over here, which was complete and utter rubbish. What does this do? Question mark. And hit. I can actually go and stick it in while it's doing that. This thing here. How do I add the Windows path variable using setx? Just scraped it off of here. I wonder if it's got any. Using setx is dangerous for another reason. If the path contains any environment variables, e.g. changes the path will no longer change with, yeah, so great, I've damaged a lot of stuff. I shouldn't have been touching that. I kind of had a feeling that I shouldn't have been touching that. sometimes listening to these AI things aren't always the best method, because they just go scraping the web, giving you recommendations that look good that aren't good. So nevertheless, because I won't be able to run like Node.js, possibly I might have to do a reinstall of that and other things that rely on some sort of path variables, because it was a long list of things I had in there. But let's just go back anyway, and let's just do a run of our stuff now. So, you know, this thing will work, the IDLE, but also I have got this over here, which hopefully I got the 3.12, so this will run. And I'll just do like a print hi over here just to run it. This should be, and this is running on 3.12. This thing here, if I hit F5 to run it, also I don't want to see so many of these things, so for iron range 10, okay, I got 10 random integers, so iron range 2, there we go, and hit F5 because I actually want to see the interpreter that's there. And somewhere it says that users, yeah, there we go, Python 3.12, Python 3.12, Python.exe, so that's where the file is. So that's working over here. Now if I go into the terminal and type in, either on the command prompt terminal, if I do Python, 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 I will see that I've got Python 3.12 installed now, and I could do print hello, and I presume it run. Yep, so that's all fine, and I could run my recent files, my hello world over here, and if I hit the run option over here, it runs, and that's all fine as well. So everything's now running. That was getting Python working. I did one bad mistake that I can't undo, unfortunately. So I'll have to see the collateral damage that it's caused, but I will actually continue from this point. I'll close all of these. I'm actually going to open up a new terminal, because basically I have to try and run a script, but one of the scripts I have to run, so that's my new terminal prepared on the side. One of the scripts that I have to run is the finance one, and which is for trading. It's a trading thing, and let me just maximize it over there. This is the requirements.txt file, so I'm going to do a Python -npip install of the requirements.txt. Let's have a look. Python -m pip install requirements.txt, and that's going to install all of these. Now I don't need all of these things there, but I need a lot of them. As mentioned in the previous video, I don't need the Twitter one necessarily anymore, because Twitter keeps changing their API, and that keeps breaking my code, which is a little bit annoying, but for the most part I need all the other stuff. Async.io is now a built-in module, as we looked at in the previous video as well. I'll keep some of these things, although I found the Google stuff a bit hard to use as well. Like, it's a bit cumbersome and clunky to use, so I probably won't be using some of that. But nonetheless, I'll just get them installed anyway. I thought WebSockets might have been a no, it won't be actually. This Excel thing is used. So if I go back over here and look at the where was it, the standard modules, if I can find it somewhere. No, wasn't even there, not there, not there. Went through a lot of things. Here it is, and I just wanted to compare it with the requirements.txt file for the WebSockets. I'm just going to go down to where it says W. There's web browser, but there's no WebSockets. That's interesting though. Easy to use controller for web browsers. That'll be interesting. There is an XLR library, but not an XLRD. So that's something completely different. But yeah, fine. So I'm going to go back. Let me just minimize this for now. And that's the requirements.txt. I could actually take this full AI though. I should have known better than to trust the AI for something like that, but just for the completeness of... I'm just actually, just in case I did a typo in the requirements of text, but that's the only bit really. There you go, requirements.text. I always like to copy and paste Python minus -ippipital. You don't need the -r. Let's just see what happens. Okay. Okay, you do need to use it. Consider using the R flag to install the pack. Okay. So -r requirements.text, you do need to do that. Funnily enough, again, another thing that I did ask the AI, which is the requirements, is the -r flag necessary? And it said no, as in is the flag right? At least on the previous question it said no. I'm just wondering if it will say yes or no this time round. Yeah, it says it's not required when installing pip from the requirements. Again, another pile of old nonsense. It's mainly useful when you want to explicitly specify and so forth. So you've got to take some of this AI stuff with a pinch of salt, unfortunately. Let's just do that. And it will go down and start doing all of the packages. The important ones, and some will be the NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib are kind of like the main ones, but the Miss Seaborn and other things as well that will go there too. So, and one of the things that we saw, which wasn't on this particular one, but it was in this one here, which is I had to comment out the requests module. The request module is not found, and it won't be found until all of this is done. So usually installing one of these packages takes about 10 or 20 seconds, but then there is I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. I've got about 30 packages that I'm installing. I don't need to install all 30. I probably need about 20 of them. I could have filtered it down a bit. But anyway, seems to be going ahead and doing all of its stuff. I'm on AIO HTTP, so whereabout is that? It's right here. AIO building a wheel, that's not looking good. I want to see as little amounts of red as possible, because each one of those red things is an error message. But it seems to be going along doing its other stuff. I'll see if that error message is meaningful or not. In the meantime, I guess. Oh, actually, it looks like it's done everything. It looks like everything's fine and done. I wonder now, that means if I go to, I won't go there, but if I actually open up this thing here, I'll actually close this down and then do a reopen of it. There we go. That normally prompts it to do enough stuff. So let's see what happens. I think requests should now be accepted because it's installed. And really, request isn't accepted. Okay, interesting. I'm going to upgrade pip. I don't know why I always get this. so I don't keep getting that message. I hate getting that message. Anyway, it looks like request is installed now because the triple squiggly things have gone away from it. But actually, I've got a piece of code to run, and my piece of code is in my... No, it hasn't got it in there. So I've got to probably go to my drive somewhere, and I've got a programming folder with some daily code and daily code.txt, and basically something that I tend to run. So this is finance. I've got to change my directory over here, and then just run this file, which may or may not run now, depending on if the modules are there. No module named numpy. Okay, that's a little bit annoying because I would have thought that was in the requirements.txt file that got pip installed. So let me just go back over here, and it was this command over here, and this was the requirements.txt file over here, and revealing file explorer. I probably want to... I'm quite sure that I am navigated to that path. So I wonder if I should install all of these things one by one. Maybe that's a tiny bit cleaner. I would have liked to have a the requirements of text, but I'll do this actually because in a way it's going to be cleaner. So I'll do a there we go, got numpy. I'm going to do each one of these modules, although you can see like it would be a little bit annoying. I wonder if I should do each one of them actually. Why did the requirements.txt file not work? I'm in that Binance folder, and I do have because in fact I can actually do this. So I can just do a dir over there, and just let me just check. There's a requirements.txt file over there. So Python -m pip install. Let's just get that right command actually. Python. I'll just do copy code over there, and let's go back to our terminal over there. That's the requirements.txt file. I'm just wondering if an error message on one of the installations throws all of the rest out. Because we want to make sure, like, this is a much more convenient way of doing it, as in you can collect all of your requirements.txt, all of your modules that you do need to have. So here, for example, it's got output something failed, and that was on the AIO HTTP. So maybe that's breaking it. So what I'll go is, and I don't know why, did not run successfully. So this AIO HTTP, which was this one, I'll just comment that one out for a minute. Oh, in fact, I meant to comment this whole line out, because that's the problem. And I'll try this again. I'd have thought that it installs these sequentially, so it does NumPy first, pandas, so that if it did fail here, that NumPy would have already been done and pandas would have already been done. But in fact, I can check that because I can go over here onto this one and just do an import, and then pandas, right? And I don't see pandas coming in the list, right? Oh, I do, pandas. There we go. No, it's commented out there, so it's not there. NumPy now is, but I did a pip install bespokely of that. So just wondering, this is running. Right, so that's creating an error. But where's this originating from then? Okay. So let's go back. I'm just trying to decipher where this error message actually is or what it actually means. You never want to be doing this. Downloading. So NumPy was done. That's about all. Okay. Matplotlib. I wonder if Matplotlib actually is working then, or like it's available. Just go back to. No, it's squiggly underscored. So I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, which is everything in the requirements file. I might have to do them sequentially one by one. I absolutely hate doing something like this, but I don't want that one open. I wonder if I could comment out or make the requirements file a little bit smaller, so that comment blocks out. That's one thing I'll try actually. I might as well try that live since it's an absolute failure anyway. Date pass request. What some of these things? I could do it in sections. / right, there we go, hit save, go on here. Or maybe I didn't actually have that commented out. I wonder if that was the case. So I wonder if that was the case, which is, could I actually go back to this thing here and do a copy code and then do a well, I could actually paste it in here, which is the requirements. The pip install python -n pip install requirement r -r requirements.txt. I'm in the folder that has the requirements file, and then hit return. Now I'm only installing 4 packages, and these are definitely packages that I use all the time. So I'm literally now only installing NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib and Seaborn, of which NumPy was already done. But that did throw an error message there. Why is it saying fail building AIO HTTP? This requirements file is now saved, so interesting. So I'm just going to go and uncomment this. And I'll go there, but I will go to okay, well it has actually done that. So, and I can actually try a, what was the other one, matplotlib, so import matplotlib, so that one's all fine. So it did actually work. I wonder why this. I don't even know what this is now. It's getting really annoying now. Oh, that was on this terminal thing from, no, but that, oh, so that was all fine actually. So the pip install was fine. Because that was all of that running, and that all ran fine. So that was all okay actually. That's good in that case. So that was done because I can identify the culprit as it was. So I wonder which bits I should comment out now. AIO HTTP, that was the bit that needs to be commented out. If I comment that one out, hit save, and then well, I can actually run it even here actually, Python mapping or requirements, because it is in the same folder. That's commented out the AIO, but then maybe I don't want all of the other stuff. Don't I? I wonder if I want that or not. I might leave it actually and then just install packages that I want going forwards, because but I need some of this for the traces. Let's just see if I can get this working then in that case, which is going back to the terminal and opening up a new terminal, Windows PowerShell, and actually just going back into this Binance folder over here and doing that, so I'm in the right folder, and then running this trade stats, because basically we'll either pretty much survive or fail with or without. So okay, no module named Binance, which is perfectly fine, because I would have to do this one over here. Now I'll let it fail sequentially, because what it will do is things like tweepy and stuff, if they're not ever used, I don't need them. So I do a Python pip install, and then the Python Binance basically. It'll prompt me if I need other things, I guess, as well. So what I'm running now is a minimum to get things working. Right, and I still get this message. Some error over there, so let's just go back and actually wanted to copy out that error message. I think that copies it. Error could not be a wheelchair which is required to install project. Okay, there we go. That's an error message. I wonder if I've ever posted to this Stack Overflow note. Solution for this error is to update the requirements.txt, not working versions of modules. Okay. Right. I probably need. Do I need this like version here? Because I'm actually getting the latest version. If you've encountered, okay, right, horrible error messages that we get. That was that. I don't want to like do a specific version. Let's just try that. See what happens. Doing some stuff. Right. Now, if I go over here and do an AIO HTTP docs, I already had that one. This is for WebSockets. Okay, so I'm going to have to go and take this advice. Links to corresponding issues with fixes. So, you know, I'm just going to do that, see what happens. So that's a little bit annoying because that's really preventative of things. Downloading wheel files manually and all the other stuff, I'm not sure about that. This is looking horrendous. October 2023, okay. Error, could not build rules for error which is required to install Python project. I got this error when I updated to Python 3.12. This is the same error that I've got. Right. Python 3.12 is not supported yet in regular releases for Python installer beta. Great, fantastic. So there's something that's just not supported. So Python -m and then pip install. Right, well that's fat lot of good. Oh. Okay, let's try that. See if that works. I'll have to put a comment on that. Okay, looks like it finally works. So the mini disaster is over, having to sift around, and this bit here is the solution. So I'm just going to copy that, and I'm going to go and stick this into. This is the sort of thing, by the way, which is why I do these videos live, is because you always get this kind of nonsense when you do it. Right, I'll just put that as a little comment on the side, because basically when that fails, so I can comment this out now, because I wonder if I do a hit save on that and then I go up here and do the requirements.txt. Now I'm not going to try and import, it's not going to try and install that AIO HTTP. It might still do other things that will be massive fails, but let's have a little go at that, because I want to do the requirements.txt all in one go. So let's just try that. Python minus pip install, and let's see what happens. Now, there's always one thing in the list, and I think this is the thing, is the longer that the list of requirements is that you have, the more chance there is of some failure going on. But I know that I need, like, some of these things are quite useful, this and this. I probably don't need that one, so I could in theory throw it out. But some of these, like this finance thing, I think I will use it from time to time. It looks like everything else is installed, so I was only being thrown an error for one thing, which was that AIO HTTP, and everything else seemed to work. So is there a way of checking it? I guess I could do and actually all of the error messages are now disappeared from here, but more importantly, if I go over here and I go to, I'm just going to try and run this now because I'm in the right module already. I wonder if I hit clear actually on here, clear. It clears all of that nonsense up, good. Paste that over there. Oops, I don't want that pasted, but I actually want to, I'm going to just copy a little command that I always run, and this is the telling point of it. Will it actually run? Ah, yeah, there we go. It's doing lots of stuff. And it's all looking good, opening and closing databases and checking things, but now it throws me an error message. Use of keyword argument. Right, and this is the thing about upgrading, which is whatever that error message is, which I'm now going to try and run over here. That is, and I ran this file called the trade stats file. So if I just try and run this same file and hit an F5, I'm seeing some things I don't like. This axe dot something or other over there. Let's have a look, see what happens. Because it's going to crash at the same place, but it's going to crash in my editor. So saving some figures, and yeah, so here we go. Incorrect use of the keyword argument rotation. So this is working in Python 3.11 and now it's not working in Python version 3.12. I can see that I'm in that version because it's over here, Python 3.12. Keywords other than minor modify the, and actually what I can do while I'm here is I will copy this and I will go into this over here, and I don't have this error message anymore. I might start closing this. Okay, I'll add a comment. But that works for me. I might keep that one live. I'm actually going to upvote it as well. Deserve an upvote because you saved my life there. You saved many hours of life. Always do add to path. The add to path threw out things, other messy errors. I'll get rid of this for now. And I was going to, I think, funnily enough, this isn't a new error. So, okay, but there's a future warning or something there. Don't want to suppress warnings either. Hate suppressing warnings. So, I don't like the fact that the axe dot plot doesn't automatically over here, which is an axe dot that isn't exposing all of the methods. What I'm going to do for now is comment this out. What else? That's going to remove the rotations. I wonder if I just put this in, and I'll probably get some sort of nonsense that comes back, because sometimes you do. I'll actually start a new thing over here, which is start a new chat, which is I get an error message on this line of code, and this is my line of code, which is here. This is the error. And let's just copy the error. Let's see what it says. It looks like you are getting the error because you're trying to set the rotation of the tick labels, but you have not passed any tick labels to rotate. Well, I think I would have done. Okay. Ax.set tick labels X. Okay. Rotation equals 45. So here it says ax.set ticks, which here is ax.set underscore ticks. I don't like when this doesn't turn into yellow, because it's a poor indicator of something or other, basically. But basically it's saying to do that. So I'm going to hit a save on this and hit a stop on here and hit a run. Ah, but hold on, I've got the set ticks over here. So is it a case that this line can move up one? Ah, but that's a set tick labels. But I didn't have a set tick label. Maybe this is the new version of it, I don't know. But I'll do a set tick labels. And I'm going to hit F5. I don't know what's going to happen there. We'll try it out. It's either going to crash or it's not going to crash. At least we got to line 845 of the code. Yeah, I had that one before, so I'm going to hit stop on that. I'm going to move this back to what it was, and I'm going to move this back down below because that didn't do anything. Again, these comments from the GPT things are a little bit annoying, but if I do I'm just going to test this out actually, because I can go over here and I hit cancel because I don't want to do that. In import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. This is the standard library for plotting. I'm going to delete all of this stuff here. I don't need any of this stuff. I don't need this multi-line comment over here. I can remove all of this over here. And then just do x equals something like 1, 2, 3, and y equals 10, 20, and 50, for example. And then, oh, there we go, 10, 20, and 50, and then it's something like PLT, and then just do, I guess we want to plot a chart basically. So figax equals plot.subplot, so something like this. Figax is plot.subplots, and then I guess ax dot, and then set. That's the thing about this figax.plot and subplots. Let's just go to the matplotlib standard library stuff over here. So I'm just going to do something like this. Go to the documentation, just get a, like, I don't know. Subplots, there we go. Let's just do that. Just see if we've got a worked example down the bottom, because it's the easiest way of doing it. Oh dear, okay, that one's... There we go. Copy that and paste this over here. And for this, I just have to import a NumPy over there. So I won't even do the line space thing. Or maybe I will actually, just because it's cute. Import NumPy as MP. So now all the errors go. So now my X and Y can go like this. And this is a thing that's annoying, right? I've taken this out of the box, okay? And I like to use the dot notation because and I've done a video on this, right? And matplotlib is an extensive library. I want to be able to, or the user wants to, I want to be able to do ax dot and then get all of the methods and attributes available and have it come down in the dot, but it doesn't do that. Now if I do like plt dot, we can see like all of the methods that are available, and it's just, I just have to start relying on things like, you know, I don't like this ax dot subplot thing. Because I'm out of my depth when the minute that this you know, the minute that this dot notation doesn't work, it gets really annoying. I wonder if the fig works on it. Fig dot, yeah, the fig thing works. It's just the ax one that doesn't. So in the subplots, so I can do fig dot align labels and stuff. That's all perfectly fine, but I can't do the ax dot plot thing. So the dot notation doesn't work. I wonder if I can actually put, like, I wonder if there's some sort of thing here which is the dot. I wonder if someone's asked it, so I'll try it in the AI thing first. But the dot any results for ax. Yeah, I am saying that, yeah. If you're saying that the autocomplete, and so forth. Try restarting the kernel session if working in a Jupyter. No, I can't though, that's the thing. And it doesn't anyway. It's almost like it's broken. Interesting. Doesn't show you to do this. And anyway, it doesn't work, so. Not something that you'd want to do. Again, if I do ax dot, well, that doesn't seem to do very much use at all. Something that's a bit annoying, to be fair. Because I know that this is going to work. Because if I hit an F5, it's going to work, no doubt. But I just want to be able to use a dot notation. somewhere, wherever it's done it, has it run it? I've got to do a plot.show on here, I presume, and hit F5 then. There we go. So we get this nice simple plot there and so forth. So it's working, but the dot notation doesn't pick up, and that's just concerning to me, because if dot notation doesn't pick up, I don't get the IntelliSense and all the other stuff that, as a chimpanzee that I am, like you want to be able to remember all of this stuff or pick it up. So I don't get that. Which is just annoying, because I have to sort of like rely on it, and I don't want to have to rely on it. Maybe if I do I'm going to do a close and a reopen of the same thing. So let's just see if it pops up a second time round. Maybe it will or won't, I don't know. Does it work now? No, it still doesn't. Like, the fig.ax, the axing isn't picked out. No, that bugs me a lot, because you want to be able to. You just want to be able to use a dot notation. I could just change it to. I don't want to do the thing. I want to do it with something like this. Oh, okay. Now it's got that. Okay. Because all the examples have the subplots in there. This is the exact code. And I should be able to just copy and paste the exact code straight into here like this. So I'll paste that in. I'll get rid of that single line comment because it's not needed. And I would want this here to be shown as the the IntelliSense to pick up the axe, and it doesn't do that. So yeah, I'm just going to go with this, which is basically, I'll copy most of this out, I think. Paste that there. Okay, we've got the numpy and the matplotlib already there anyway, so we've got the empty arrays, but this is much simpler. I don't want to use the axes and plots and so forth, and this way I can just do a plot dot, and then I can get all of the notation that is available on a simple plot, and hit F5. The minute you start to do axes, I'm going to be throwing an error message while I'm talking about all of this. Delete that, and then hit F5 again to run it. So yeah, the plot.axing are really annoying, because you do want to have things with the axis, but this is kind of like a simple plot, and it does work, and the dot notation actually works. But over here, if I was to go back into the actual piece of code, where is it? Over here, I've got this fig, axe, plot, whatever. I'll have to amend all of this little piece of code. This bit here was where the error gets thrown, because it didn't like the rotation, and I'm sort of relying on all of that. So I'm just going to comment that out for now. So there won't be rotation, so I'll have a slightly uglier graph, I guess. And I'll just try and run this as is, and I'm going to save it if it does work like that, because I can't spend my whole life doing this. Let's see what happens. Running the same piece of code, all of that, opens the connection, closes the connection. 93 trades today. Done half of this week's trades in one day. There's even a warning over here as well, so some warning's been thrown. But this actually now runs sharp ratio 3.7. Fantastic. Love that piece of code. Attempting to set identical low and high limits makes transformation singular automatically expanding. Python line 374. So a couple of errors, like Python, because I'm going to keep on seeing this error message. I'll have to fly up here. Let me try and use the breadcrumbs, which I don't often use. 374, but I need to. Oh no, right, okay. Copy that and then do a Control F and paste that. Well, it's not finding that. Copy that. Control F. And now I'm going to move on to caramelized bananas. We've got some butter in there, we've got some dark brown soft sugar. The idea is that each piece of banana is completely coated, yeah? Absolutely. Nice and hot. Look at that, proper brown sticky sweetness. Very happy. Then we're going to touch my brown layer. And now I'm going to make my chocolate caramel sauce. So first thing in the pan, I've got some sugar. I'm just going to do a dry caramel with that. Even if the chef's always takes time. I presume it's something to do with this set limit here. Got some double cream. You can add as much the little circles chart that I create. So I'll just set it to the side because I don't want it too hot. Auto equals none. This is like error messages thrown from charting, so I don't know if the error message is actually here. If I do a Control F again, there's only one occurrence of ax.setLim, so that it is actually here. And it's asserting that attempting to set identical low and high x limbs makes a transformation singular automatically expanding. If I comment this out and hit Control S and hit stop, I don't see that I actually do that because these are two different values. But again, I'm moving from an old version to a new version, and I've got it's no doubt updated Seaborn, I guess it is. Was it in Seaborn? Seaborn categorical, and it didn't like it. So I'm just going to copy that and stick that into here as well. Oh, I'm out of subscribe as a pro. Go away. Don't need to subscribe as a pro. Bring out the others. The big guns. There we go. Bard. and enter a prompt here. I get this error message when plotting a chart in Python, and then I'll post the error message and see what happens. Means that you are trying to set the x-axis limits to the same value, but I'm not. In your code example, you are setting the x-axis limits to minus 0.5 and n minus 0.5, where n is the number of data points. This is likely causing an error because n minus 0.5 is very close to 0.5. I don't know if it, I haven't got an 0.5 and a 0.5, so I don't know. I've just commented it out. Okay, I've commented it out. And I will I'll just run the code, I'll just hit a 5. Let's just see what happens this time around with it commented out. So that's all okay so far. It does that. I haven't been thrown any error messages. Stay away from charts because they always seem to go wrong when you do upgrades. Okay. Still doing this, throwing me this xlim thing. So it wasn't this line of code. I've got the fig save thing. It'd be in the assets held thing then, okay? Because this one actually worked. So maybe it's not that. But in the assets held.png, let's have a look. Because that's where this error message gets thrown. Because the fig circles one is fine. Something to do with this circle here then. Maybe. I don't even know what I've got to do there to get rid of that error message. So that's a bit of a tough one. Any comments is welcome. This is a circle, plot.circle. Create a true circle there. Okay. Is it referring to that? In a way, it's better if it crashes than if it runs through, because I don't think that I'm trying to identify where this actual error actually is. So what I'm going to do is hit a stop over here for now, and I just wonder if I put a breakpoint. I very rarely ever debug. We're entering the zone of debugation. I'm going to put a breakpoint here and actually run the code. So I'll hit F5 to run the code. It's going to do all the same stuff, and then it's going to stop there. Now, if I haven't seen that message by the time I've hit there, it means that the error message came up previously from somewhere else. So no error, no error, no error, no error. Fine. Okay, doing all of its stuff, still no problem. Okay. So I had the error message, and then it got there. So the error message was before this bit. So I have to go back to this x.lim bit here. So potentially the error was earlier. Okay, now the one thing that I need to do is find that breakpoint and get rid of it, because right, stop. Right, because I'm going to go here and now put a breakpoint over here and hit F5 to run the same thing and see if I get the error message now, basically. Right, so I didn't get the error message, so I can do a. Guess I have to do more breakpoints, I guess. F5. I haven't used a debugger for so long, and I presume F5, F5, and then I get the error message. And it's done other stuff as well. She's watching the ice cream going round, 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 round. Really needs to do something else. Don't forget, you've got quite a few other things you need to do as well, Christine. Right, okay, I'm going to stop there. Managed to crash everything. You've got 11 minutes, Christina. I need to do my flambe banana and then the caramel chocolate. What have you done, Mark? There's castle sugar there. Yeah. So she started the caramel sauce again. She didn't want to use the brown sugar, she wanted to use the castle sugar. She could have played caramel with the brown. But she just didn't move on. You've got 4 minutes left before you start to play up, okay? It wasn't an error message that I was getting before. That's the annoying part. That's it, get them out. Otherwise you're going to go. They leave that far too long, so just push them to the side. So they're going to lose their station. And I quite like that little feature, because that little feature enabled. I wonder if it's breaking at the moment, but basically in this little thing here, it's referring to this chart, and I got this is my most useful chart. So my most useful chart is now broken. So and I'm kind of like guessing as to what I have to do there. I just wonder if when I go back onto, not onto there, but onto here, got an auto equals none keyword in there. I don't know if I just change this number to a 6, if that will do something. F5. Just makes it basically making the axis presumably wide enough that the data fits in there without creating some sort of error message. I don't know if that will, and all I did was increase the number by 1. I might increase the lower bound as well. No, I still got that error message. Auto equals none. That's the next thing to do. I don't know if this keyword will be acceptable or not. Hit F5 to try and run that again. Okay, the error message comes after this usually. Okay. No, still has an error message. I'm just going to go here and then do like print. This is excellent debugging. Got here 001. Right, I'm going to do like some super debugging now. Got here 002. This is absolutely fantastic debugging. Got here 003. Got here 004. I think that should maybe be sufficient. I wonder if I get lots of got here's on this in this loop. Let's just do this without that one for now. And hit stop and run again. Let's just see if that error message gets captured anywhere between the got here's, because then I can identify at least the line it's on. I've got to do that. Running, it's all fine. Now let's see where we get the got here's. This is debugging at its best. Don't get any got here's. I didn't print any got here's. Ooh, that's not looking good. I need to put some got here's in here. F5 to run that again. Just gone right back to the beginning. Okay, why did the print got here ruin things? Did I write got here incorrectly or something? That was a weird one. Oh, I've got here. Got here worked, and then I got the error message. So the error message is coming out of here somewhere. The error message is coming just before fig saved file, and the name of the file must have been somewhere. Ah, file is trade frequent. Okay. I had to got here because it's over there, and the circles was fine. Because it got here fig saved, and then it's got that. So obviously run that, and then the error message. So I'm going to remove this got here because it's run that. I'll hit the save. I literally just don't get that. If I don't update this, go to definition. Because that's the last thing to run. So never run a circles plot. I wonder if I get the error message now. Because that will at least eliminate it to within the function. Welcome to debugging. Right. So the error message for sure was in that function. And it's created around this zone, but I don't know where, but I'm unable to run that. So I've just removed errors, but yeah. What I'm going to have to do is this trade frequency circles function. I'm going to have to redo it basically, which is really annoying because it's hard work. But this whole fig axe thing and all the rest of it and matplotlib is a horrible disaster basically. I don't like it because I don't get this dot notation and it's just frustrating me actually. But cancel over there. I'm going to actually just run this now because I just do want to have this running. This is my trade stats file, and let's just get it running in this thing, so I don't have to do I can do my testing separately. So everything is running now. I don't get any error messages, but I'm not plotting the circled plot which I wanted to plot, which was kind of like a nice output. But I'm going to have to figure this out. But I just I was actually switching away from matplotlib actually into plotly, and this is a very, very good reason why. Because matplotlib is just like not as user friendly, and it's just as simple as that. So what I can do is it's quite a large function, I guess, but I commented it out. Is this function here? Is a Python notebook, like chunks of data and stuff, but maybe somewhere if I can create this function and go here. I wonder if I've got I have got it. No, I don't. It's just down below. But there's this actual function, and it takes in a dictionary. These are the data points, periods. So I'm basically changing the sizes of the circle. Here we see that the axe does actually work, axe.scatter. So I have got, if I tab in here and do axe dot, right, so he's actually working over there. That's interesting, because when I go over to here, I wonder, is there any difference between, I've just got fig axe equals plot.subplots like this. And if I go back here, I've got a fig axe subplots, and then if I do an axe dot, I don't get the dot, I don't get notation. But when I'm in a Jupyter notebook, funny enough, so I'll just test this out, which is all of that. If I go into the actual notebook, that will be very annoying. Code. If I do an axe dot, no, it's almost as it hasn't picked up here. Maybe I have to do a restart of this. Hit save, and then just go back and then do a Python again, and oops, just expand it over there. Faster, faster. Let's get your linting right. Yeah, I don't get it over there, funny enough. The only other one thing that I can try is doing this, which is from matplotlib dot py. So from matplotlib, import pyplot as plot, and then do an axe dot. No, it doesn't do that either. Obviously. No, it doesn't do that. Weird, because here, if I do it, it does do it. It picks it up. The strangest thing, because of I don't know.
It's rich and it works so well with the porridge, and it needs that crumb for the texture. Actually, quite delicious. I'm trying to stop eating it, but I keep going back in. There is an absolutely fabulous sorbet that's sour with yogurt and sharp with that lime, which makes it really refreshing. I think that is fabulous. Oh, amazing. Just the comments in general for, well, those just sort of excited about.
Yeah, matplot in IntelliSense disaster, I'm going to call it. Looks like it works in one thing and doesn't work in another. But anyway, if I do go down here,
Rosie, I like the way you painted your main course painting on the floor.
data.values. If I go here, trade stats.
Chickpeas, the parsley and the herbs, and the shallots all run through there. The list of oil is great. I do like the flavours, really good. The cauliflower puree with the feta is delightful. When you get a hit of the za'atar mix with the sumac, it's lovely. You understand the flavours of what you like to on your plate. Inside your salad, you've got sharpness, like lemon juice sharpness. You've got sweetness, the dates in there as well as fresh mint. I'm really enjoying it. You've got the warmth and smokiness from your own harissa. Your flavours are fantastic. Rosie's dessert is a set cardamom yogurt with poached cauliflower, olive and rose Creole pastry.
This is the dictionary here. Just got out 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just got 4 values in there. Trades per hour, trades per day. Maybe because the number of trades per day is too large or something like that. Is it 100 of them now? But I've had that before.
I think this is a great addition to the main course, and I thoroughly enjoyed this. Very good, well done. I love the rhubarb, and of course you've got the textures here from your crispy pastry.
Just out of interest, if I divide that by 10
Get him to get the mix.
and do that and hit save.
Your rhubarb is cold, it's slippery, it's still sharp. You put a liqueur on it that has a mild orange.
No, but we want to be doing that.
And of course you've got orange zest as well across your crispy sweet phyllo that's almost becoming back on the bits in yogurt. That is a fabulous tasting dessert. It felt absolutely amazing. All of them say the flavours here. It's really going well, isn't it?
Last up is texture charm. There are a large number of trades before. Serve the tart filled with aubergine puree, spiced with paprika, roasted Roscoff onion, and buffalo feta cheese, topped with asparagus, raw beans, wild garlic flowers, and toasted pistachios. With now a cold sauce.
The cooking of the lamb, I love it. There are parts where the fat is very thick, which some people might not enjoy, but for me, it's lovely. The tartlet, it's got so much going on in there. You've got the aubergine, the textures of the asparagus. That's really delightful and garnished with a lamb dish. Delicious. I love that little tart. You get a crunch of the onion, and against that aubergine and that feta, it almost tastes sweet. It's lovely. Like the lamb flesh, pink and moist and juicy, but for me, I'd like a little bit more cookery on this white fat. The sauce is delicious. The
Just done that.
exceptional. The pastry's incredibly flaky.
Just divided by 10. I just wonder if something to do with that, like the number of trades per day has been too large and the circle's expanded too much. As in, if I was to go over here, this circle is trades per day, but that's a 93, that's a 180, that's a 507, so it's all plotted it quite fine, and that's a 2. So there's no errors there. That's the funny thing. It's plotted it nicely. What's the problem? I won't be doing this.
The custard is absolutely delicious. The rhubarb, the ginger,
And don't have to suppress an error either.
the mum's biscuit is a star. It's an absolute knockout in flavour. We've got the itchy heat of ginger, and we've got crunchy rhubarb that is sharp. There's vanilla, sweetened cream. The whole thing is delicious and delightful. That chewy ginger biscuit is a delight from the bottom. It is delicious. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Your mum will be proud of her ginger biscuits. Thank you. I think my mum will be happy that the chefs like the biscuit. That's definitely a highlight of my signature course is the biscuit.
Don't even know what this does. Remove the frame.
It turned out to be quite an extraordinary day. I mean, first off, sympathies for Christine. No one's fault, accidents happen. I was looking forward to trying the Brazilian cuisine today. We do have 3 very talented chefs that we need to discuss. Tommy is lost on main course. Loved that Thai yellow sauce. Tempura was fantastic. Tommy's pudding. That was a flawless piece of chocolate work. And the lovely yogurt sorbet with the flavour of love. I loved that pizza. Rosie, she had a point to prove to herself and to us, and she did it very well. I thought the main course, the puree, the cauliflower, the feta was delicious. I was disappointed with the way the chicken was cooked, but when you got hits of the preserved lemon and the mint in the chickpeas, it really lifted the salad inside. And to go that with a thick yogurt with rhubarb and orange flavours with pistachio crumb, delicious food. Finally, the lamb main course, there was part of the fat and the chicken stuff was more like it. That little tartlet, it was spicy and feta as well. It was a small tart packed with flavours.
Axel scatter.
Magic. The rhubarb, the ginger, the set custard, delicious with vanilla and rum running through there. And then, of course, you've got that incredible biscuit. It was absolutely exceptional. We're in a difficult position here, because I feel that we have got 3 chefs that we really like. It's a good problem to have, but a problem nonetheless. I think the field is so...
The error is definitely in this function because when the function's commented out, but I can't identify where the error actually comes because the error message seems to come after. When it was running, the error message was coming after the actual function had run, almost like the save was taking time, and then the error message came up attempting to, like asynchronously, so I can't identify where it is, attempting to set identical low and high. Assets held percentage.
Very interesting ideas and some very, very tasty food. Very difficult for us as judges because we believe we have 3 talented chefs in front of us. Very, very difficult to separate. We have made a decision.
Because I got here, was there, and it ran, and then we had the error message after I got here. Right, it's just not plotting that chart, and I'm just going to leave it like that for now. I can see the number of trades. Maybe I just need to. One solution is, or a good solution is to not plot a chart with circles and pie chart like and all the rest of it. So basically, give up on this and just plot some sort of text. But in a way, it's that's slightly disappointing because the circles were useful. If that makes sense. But now I won't be doing that. So, okay, I might leave it at that. A rather disappointing upgrade to Python because it blew up some charts in matplotlib. Somehow it blew up a chart, which was this chart here. It created an error message in another chart. There was the AIO HTTP thing that I had to basically over here, so not on this one, I think it was this one here, the AIO HTTP. You had to go to a beta version because it was untested on Python 3.12, and also Python 3.12 didn't install itself as a default Python, so I had to muck around with that as well. So yeah, a whole bunch of things. I'm going to stop the video now because it's gone on for long enough, and I wonder how long this video has actually gone on for. Yeah, it's gone on for long enough. I'll leave it at that. 2 hours is where we're at. Hit the like button, thumbs up, whatever. But yeah, Python upgraded to 3.12 on the PC that runs a Python script that does run in perpetuity. It kind of like the script isn't fully functional because it wasn't able to print a chart because of the changes that were made, and that's probably why people don't like to upgrade specific packages, and they want to keep the packages that they used because sometimes the upgrade it will throw errors because it's not fully backward compatible, and fixing it was a little bit harder than I thought. I'm going to have to muck around with some charts in some way, but the reality is that I'm going to call it legacy stuff. This should be really pretty simple. Plotting a chart like this plotting a chart where is it like this in today's day and age should be bog standard. And if Python makes that hard in some way, then that's sort of like problematic. It should just be really, really simple. So I'm a little bit disappointed with matplotlib, to be fair, actually. It was a struggle getting it working in the first case, but then when it was working, it's horrible when it breaks because you've got to go through all of that work all over again for a second time, which is rather annoying, and I will leave it like that. So hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, hit the follow button, hit all the buttons, and I'm signing off for